Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Patty. I go by Patty Magnets everywhere online, and this is my YouTube channel. I like to call my YouTube channel My Handmade Lifestyle because this is the place that I share all of my favorite hobbies with you. It includes knitting, sewing a little bit, and embroidery and some cooking. So just things that I like to do that are more handmade in nature than, I don't know, say jumping out of an airplane or what else do people do? Oh, everybody goes to Iceland. Yeah, I haven't done that yet, so I don't have any travel vlogs of Iceland. Maybe someday, but right now on this channel, what you're going to get are my favorite hobbies, and I hope that they are also some of your favorite things to do. I would love if you hopped on my email list. If you look down below, there will be a link where you can head right over and get on the list. The kinds of things that I send out are like the new blog posts that go up, new videos, and I've started a new feature where I'm sharing like some links to other fun craft or gardening related things that I find that are fun or interesting or humorous from around the web and around the world. So you can have the world emailed right to you in your inbox. Isn't that fabulous? If you are a returning viewer, hello. I appreciate you coming back. It's always lovely to see you, and you will notice that the room looks different. If you are just finding this video somehow through the YouTube craziness, I would like to welcome you and say thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell before you leave today. It's the only way you're gonna know when new things go up. Otherwise, it's just lost. And I know you want to see the videos. I just know it. As I alluded to a few moments ago, this is different. Yeah, the whole room is different. And so, also, if you've been with me for a while, you'll know that the uploading has been a little bit light the last month or so. And it's been all plant information. And I really didn't mean to schedule all plant videos in a row like that. But to be honest with you, I was working on them and I wanted to film them for the channel, and so everything just kind of got plant video after plant video there for about a month. Usually I try to give you a little more variety than that, but the big news is that I've been working on this, and this room used to be my bedroom, and now it's my office and new crafting room, and I gained quite a bit of square footage. I haven't really done the math on it. I would say at least 50 square feet. So it's, when you're talking about really small spaces, an extra 50 square feet is kind of a lot, and I love it. I feel like I can breathe again. It's amazing. I'm not done. I still have to flip the closets. This closet is still my clothing closet. So this weekend, the big job will be switching closets. Oh, what a joy. I can hardly wait. I have done some clean out in this closet already, so that shouldn't be horrible. The craft closet, not so much. I don't even know what to expect, what that's going to be like when I start pulling everything out and looking at it. If you're on YouTube at all the past month, you'll know it's been nothing but people tidying up, using the KonMari method to clean, Marie Kondo this, Marie Kondo that, and I'm going to tell you something. This is going to be the same video or the same kind of video because I am obsessed with her. She is amazing. I started back on my exercise program. Yes, it's a New Year's resolution. It's been a New Year's resolution in the past, and I stuck with it for like 10 years as a New Year's resolution, and then now I've been off of it for 5, maybe. It's time to get back. But what I discovered was my gym where I go has great Wi-Fi, and I can use the phone, which is what I'm recording this video on. I can use the phone to watch Netflix and or YouTube and or Blueprint, which has been life-changing. It's so wonderful because now when I'm on doing my cardio, I don't have to be subjected to cable television because I can't even watch it anymore. It's just, even the shows that I used to like, I can't watch them anymore. It's just too many people being combative and too many people complaining over things that are perfectly nice. And I can't anymore. I can't with them. So being able to watch what I want to watch when I'm working out is a huge help. And so I stumbled across the Marie Kondo program that is on Netflix. And oh my goodness, it got me so motivated. And the last few months of 2018, I was toying with flipping the rooms because I just felt so crammed into that little room. And I'll link up here to the or here, I don't know what side, I can never remember when I'm filming this, whatever side it is, I'll give you the link to the video I posted in the fall where I cleaned up in the office, and you'll see it's a small room. It was like a 9x10 room, so it's itty bitty, and I frankly didn't really want to shoehorn myself as a grown woman into a bedroom that small. But I had to come to the realization that it's wasting space because all I'm doing in there is reading a little bit and sleeping. That's it. I get dressed. That's it. Most of my time is spent in the office/crafting room. That's where I spend my time. That's what's most important for me right now. And so I thought, you know what? You're just going to have to get over yourself and put yourself into that other bedroom and use the space, because this is the year that I really need to get serious about making my videos and working on my website and all kinds of things like that. And I just said, okay. When I saw that Marie Kondo video, I was like, it was the push that I needed to say, okay, I can do this. And now I'm going to. So I've been in this house for 5 years. So I wanted to do a big declutter, and I wanted to repaint both rooms. And that's what I did. And I really like it. I went much lighter in the color. Usually I will do kind of a dark color. For 20 years, I've always done these dark colors. And, you know, it just wasn't talking to me anymore. And I was like, I'm in small rooms. I'm really challenged for light. I have one window, which is over here, and it's like in a corner. So I'm super challenged for natural light. And I just felt like all those dark colors were just sucking up the light. So I went significantly lighter. And so this color is called French Pastry. And I admit, I picked it because of the name. I loved the name. So French Pastry. And then this pink over here is Tea Room. And I liked that. And I like pink. I will make no secret, nor will I apologize for the fact that I really like pinks. And I think it's soothing, and also because I'm filming in this small room, the light is going to come in, it bounces around, and so whatever color is on this or that wall it's going to reflect back on my skin tone. So if I do something like a blue or a green, it's going to reflect blue or green back on my skin tone. And that is not a flattering look for me. So the pink and the warm tan, that works. That works for me. And I've got to tell you, I've never been happier. I'm also going to tell you, it was like murder to get here. Oh my gosh. I'll insert some footage of where everything was piled up in the living room, because essentially what I did was I pulled everything out of the office first, and all of that went in the living room. And then I painted, and I did a deep clean, which means I did all the baseboards, the windows. I have a carpet cleaner, so I can do my own carpet cleaning. I clean the carpets, all of it. And then in this room, which is the bigger room, I pulled some of that stuff out and I painted 2 walls. And then I was able to move this furniture into the other room, but in the meantime, whatever was left in here had to come out. So basically it was all piled up in the living room for almost 5 days. It took me almost 5 days to finish the project, because there's only so much I could do. I did it by myself. I did have a friend that came over and helped me to slide furniture. I have movers that I'll put under the base of the heavier furniture, and so I can slide it on the carpet, so that helps. But mostly I did it by myself, and it was hard work. And I can only do so much in a day. I'm not as young as I used to be, so yeah, I did my best. But let me tell you something. And that the KonMari process, what she does is she has you take everything out and you put it in a pile, and you have to go through that pile. She has you do it with clothes, so she goes through like a sequence of like 5 things, like clothes, and then you pick a certain room or something. She has her own categories that she works from. I sort of did that, but what I did was I have to do it by space, because I cannot have my entire house ripped up at one time. That's I can't do it. I have to live in here, and it's small. And I'm working in here. And let me tell you, it was really upsetting for the cat. The cat did not do well when everything was all topsy-turvy. It was really hard on her. So I can't do that. I can't have things in complete disrepair from day after day. It doesn't work for any of us. So my suggestion is to pick a room, pick an area. Like I started with my hall closet, and I did that first. And then I did my bathroom. I did my underbath cabinet, and I did my wall cabinet. And I was like, okay, I can do this. And then I did the foyer. And that will be another video. I'll show you that whole thing. And then I did the 2 rooms. And I did all of that in January. So I feel like I've done a lot in January. But what I want to say to you about piling all of the stuff up is that it gives you a reality check like you've never had before. You just do not realize how much stuff you really own until you put it all in a pile and it's right there in front of you. It's in the South, we call it's a come to Jesus meeting. Because you're going to get real with yourself when you see that. And I did. And I was like, you know what? There's no way I'm putting all that stuff back into those little bedrooms. There's no way. I took so much stuff off of the walls that to do the wall repair in the foyer, which is not a big space, and these 2 small bedrooms, I used almost an entire can of spackle. Almost the entire can. That was like, Now, I did have to do some wall repair for some things in the foyer where I removed an old security system we don't use anymore, but still the whole can. And I said, that's it. I am not putting all that stuff back up. And so right now, I still have empty walls. I have not put stuff back, and I'm enjoying it. It might look really bare, but for right now, I'm okay about it. So I'm really thinking carefully about what I want to put back up, and I'm not even going to consider it until I finish the closets. I also realized when I had all that stuff pulled out, and as I started to bring, because the first thing you're going to do is bring in your large furniture and figure out where that's going. Everything was so dusty and so just really, I don't want to say dirty, but super dusty. And I clean. I go over stuff, and it made me realize that even though I had gotten rid of stuff like big time a year ago, it wasn't enough, because I still cannot keep up efficiently with the cleaning in here because stuff is so dusty. When you have to move so many little things and odds and ends every time you go to dust, you don't dust as frequently or as thoroughly. And I was like, you know what? I can't live like that anymore. I have to have it cleaner. So a lot of my little knickknacks and odds and ends and things like that, they're gone. I took a huge load of stuff over to the Goodwill, and I said my thank yous and goodbye, and I really had some trouble dropping that stuff off. And when I did it, it was literally like ripping the bandage off, because I was like, I can't. I don't care that it's still in good shape. I don't care that I can't get it anymore. I just can't have it anymore. It's too much. And so now it's gone. All this stuff that I've carried with me for years and years, it's gone. I will say that something I found helpful that Marie talks about in the show, and it's about the sentimental items, and she says, when you struggle with an item, like you have an item, whatever this item is, we'll just say it's this item A, and you really like it and you're trying to decide what to do with it, you're hesitant, the question to ask is, does this suit me in the life that I want going forward? Think about that. Does this take me or support me in the life that I want going forward? And if you can't honestly say yes to that, it needs to go. And that helped me to let go of a lot of stuff. I'm also, when I was cleaning, I did some book stuff. I cleared out books. I'm going to do another round on that, but I just did the low-hanging fruit, the easy stuff, and got that out. I won't say everything was easy in the bedrooms. I'll do another round, but the initial book purge was easy stuff. But when I was cleaning, I found this book that I'd forgotten I had. It's called Move Your Stuff, Change Your Life. And this is using principles of feng shui to set up your living environment for hopefully the best success. It may not make you rich and famous or whatever, but at least you're not doing things in your space to sabotage. And I've had this book a long time, and I've used it off and on, but I haven't used it nearly enough here. I remember using it early when we moved in, and then, I don't know, just basically the crap hit the fan, and I've just been off and running for the whole 5 years that we've been in here. This is the first time in the 5 years that we've been in this house that I have said, you know what? Whoa. Everything stops. It's just going to stop. I have to regain some kind of control over my life and my circumstances and where things are going, because the treadmill I'm on is not working for me. It is not working at all. So That is changing. And the first thing I'm going to do is to feel like I have more control over my home and my surroundings. And using this book to set things up. And I mean, this might be way too far out for you, but it's pretty darn interesting. And I'm sure you can still buy this on Amazon. And it's colors that you use in certain spaces. It's certain objects are supposed to be well represented in certain spaces in your house. And all of these things are supposed to really help. And you know what? I need all the help I can get at this point. And so I'm going with this. And I like it. And I like how it makes me feel. So that's what I'm doing that's a little bit different than the tidying up that we hear everybody talking about. I'm, cleaning my stuff up, but then I'm also working with the feng shui. And I'm doing it a room at a time. And so let me just, we'll do a tour later. We'll do a tour in a separate video. Otherwise, this is going to be so long and nobody can sit through me rambling on, but for so long in a sitting. So I guess that's all I really want to say about that. There's been a lot of backlash on Marie, which I find just mind-blowing, because she comes off as this really gentle, caring person, and she really tries to help you regain control over your life. And if she doesn't make you get rid of anything. Hold on one second. There's been a lot of misinformation going around about her, where people are saying she only allows you to keep 20 books or this or that. No, she doesn't do that. She has you confront your objects, and this is just an example. Just confront your objects and really decide, is it really helpful for me to keep this thing? And if the answer is yes, then you find a home for it and you keep it. But if you can't honestly say yes, then let go of it. I just found her really helpful. And I'm surprised that people are being downright venomous towards somebody who is of such a gentle nature. I did read an interesting article about her where the author of the article is Japanese and talked about, or Japanese American. I think his mother was Japanese and his father was American. And so they grew up with this ideals that Marie talks about. And I think it was Shindo, and I may have that wrong. If I have it wrong, I'm so sorry. But I will link to the article in the down bar. And in Shindo, you just, things have spirit and life. So you regard your plants as other fellow beings. The objects that you surround yourself with, they have energy and life. And you know what? I believe that. I believe that the surroundings and the belongings will carry and will absorb energy. I don't have any doubt of that. I think that's absolutely true. And I will tell you something else. As far as this book goes, she talks about how pictures and what's going on in that picture and what message is that sending. And so I had a couple of pieces that were Vincent van Gogh. Not, of course they are not Vincent van Gogh, but they were one was a reproduction of The Cafe at Night, and the other one was one of his bedroom scenes that he painted. And it was really cool because they did it's a French term and I don't remember what it is, but it's where you do cutouts and you give it depth through the cutouts. I don't know if decoupage is the right word. But anyway, this thing. So I really liked it. But you know what? It was a black mat with a black frame and the bedroom was empty. That can't be good feng shui for me to have that in my bedroom. That can't be good feng shui anywhere in the house. So it's got to go. I don't care. I like it. I love Van Gogh. That doesn't need to be in here. So that went. And then the cafe at night, I love that piece. It was something he painted in a Parisian cafe. But you know what? It's all empty tables. There's nobody there. It's all empty. And I'm like, it's not good feng shui. It's got to go. So it went. That's how I decided. And there were a lot of things. And I've got a lot of Marilyn Monroe plates. I used to collect a lot of Bradford collection stuff. So I have a bunch of Marilyn plates. I got rid of a ton of them years ago, but I kept these. And you know what? I think they have to go because Marilyn, very tragic figure, died of suicide, pill overdose. Her whole career she spent being misunderstood and undervalued. That's not good feng shui. So, yeah, I'm having a hard look at the Marilyn Monroe memorabilia that I've got, and I think it's gonna go. So, anyway, that's what's going on over here. It's basically been a month of cleaning up and clearing out and having a really long and hard think about who I am, who do I want to be, where do I want to go. Things are tricky now. Things are changing and becoming volatile, and the places where you thought it would always be what it is, it's not anymore. It's kind of insane. So I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, I'm having this think. Who am I now? Where do I fit with all of these changes that are coming? And who do I want to be in this new world going forward? Okay. I think that's enough. So upcoming, we'll do a room tour. I'll show you what I've done. But so far you can see that I was able to bring the craft card in here. This console piece, this was kind of over my shoulder in the other room. My chair is over here. My window light is there. It's actually really nice because when I'm working on the computer now, I can see out the window. And that is a real mood booster for me. Before, it was always window behind me. And now, as I'm talking to you, I can see outside. I'm able to get daylight into my retinas, which is a good thing. You want that for health. So yeah, as long as I'm wearing my sunscreen. So I did get a new sunscreen I'm trying out. So I'm going to make sure that's on everywhere because you got to wear your sunscreen, folks. Okay, that's about all I can ramble on for today in terms of this cleaning and clearing up and tidying up video. And I'd highly recommend the series if you have not seen it. I found it really helpful. I'm not done. I'm going to go through the whole house this year. I've decided that's what I'm doing. The entire house is getting done. So I'm finishing this room. The next thing is I'll do some more work in the living room because that's kind of an easy room to finish out. And then after that, it'll be the kitchen, which is going to be kind of a big project. And then the dining room. And then the garage. And then the shed. And then Mom's room. We've got to clean Mom's room out. So it's going to be a year. but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting control of where I'm going and who I am and what I want to be and all of those things. And if you are having any of those same kinds of feelings right now, I really encourage you to take a long, hard look at your surroundings and really confront it and ask yourself, is this who I want to be? Is this where I want to be? And if the answer is no, I would consider that in your heart, and think about the things that you're carrying around and why you're carrying them around, and decide, are they really helping you be the person that you want to be going forward? And if the answer is no, I would let it go. Just let it go. And watch the Tidying Up series. It's on Netflix. And see if it helps. I think it might be helpful for you. It was certainly helpful for me. Okay, that's the video. I know it's like super unusual. I never do these videos where I just do nothing but talk to the camera. I don't know how this is going to go. But that's what I have for you in this edition of My Handmade Lifestyle. And I will tell you that for somebody who has multiple hobbies, getting control of the clutter is not easy. So when we do the room tour, I'll show you what I've done to try to get that contained. This is part of it. You've seen this before. I've gotten another little cart I'll show you, and yeah, and everything's in here now. The sewing is in here, the embroidery is in here, the knitting, it's all in here. And yeah. Okay, that's all I'm going to talk about. I'm going to just stop. Thank you for watching. If you made it even halfway through, much less to the end, I sure do appreciate it. And I hope that this is helpful for you. And if you're struggling with letting go of some things and making some changes, you're not alone. It's not easy. And, you know, leave a comment below and let's talk about it. Let's see. I mean, I'm not a psychologist or anything, so let me just put that out there. But if you feel like you need to talk about it or share an experience, put it below. I'd love to hear. And that's all I'm gonna talk about in this video. I think we've covered more than enough. Oh, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye-bye.